Welcome to the group.
Welcome to the group.
Welcome to the group.
Welcome to the group.
Disclaimer. The content of this video is intended for informational and entertainment purposes only. While some hosts and guests featured in this video may be licensed therapists, the discussions reflect personal experiences and opinions and are not a substitute for professional advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Viewers experiencing mental health issues or needing support should seek guidance from a qualified professional. Viewer discretion is advised, as the video may contain content related to sensitive topics such as mental health, self-doubt, and personal challenges. By watching this video, you agree that the creators and participants are not liable for any decisions or actions taken based on the content of this video. Always consult a professional for advice tailored to your specific situation. Welcome to the group.
I think it is.
Are you even in? What?
Some niggas will just get off of just the sensation of like just
No
being
way.
the premise.
How old are you in this conversation? Not in real life as a grown up.
I love how Fancy's like right there in the fucking
She's decoration.
for real.
If a chick asks me, "Are you in?" I'm gonna punch her in her face. Just had to like she gonna tell a story. He punched me in the face. Not. I didn't know if he was in.
I mean, I've been in scenarios where like I'm about to be like and then like So I'm
That's different. That makes sense. But are you in? No way. But nothing fast. That makes sense.
yeah. I guess it depends on like how bad you want it.
Are you in? Is not a real question. There's no way in hell you doing work and she's like, "Are you in it yet?" Get the fuck out of here. I saw that in movies. I never believed it.
That nigga already came and shit like, "Oh, I'm done already."
Never. What the fuck are you doing?
Eric, you know about this shit.
Oh, we recording already?
Yeah.
Oh, so I gotta take out the fucking
What?
the smokage, the vapage.
What does that have to do with anything?
It's not professional, bro. Hello, duh.
Nigga, we're having conversations. Remember, now we're not.
Why are you zipping up your jacket? Who cares? It don't match.
It's not therapy anymore.
Leave the fatigue and the fucking plug.
Conversations. Okay, let's get this started. Hey,
Nice.
what the fuck? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
Okay. Y'all niggas just decided, all right. Hi, Fancy. Fancy. Fancy.
Who you balking at? You alright?
All right, cool. Welcome to the group. My name is Victorious. I am 36. I am currently dealing with.
Why they care about your age?
I'm just adding that in there because I kind of want to like say that so that people know that even when you're older, you can still be like make something of yourself.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to say that. You don't have to say that. I'm just saying that again, just to like show like, yo, look, this guy's whatever, you know, and he's still whatever. Like I genuinely feel like this is gonna have a success. So I wanna start creating that foundation and shit.
So go ahead. Victorious, 39 years old.
Okay, hold on a second.
230 pounds. Virgo.
Blood type.
Coming from Santo Domingo. O
The
positive.
last 4 digits of my social are 99245.
I'm not vaccinated. I have no HPV.
Okay, let me start it all over again. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to the group. My name is Victorious. I am 36 years old. I am currently dealing with a bag of things: depression, isolation, being single, etc. What am I doing to change this? I'm having amazing conversations with my co-host, and I'll let you take it from here.
What's up? My name is Louis. I'm not 35, 6 years old, and I'm here to support as much as possible. And we'll get right to the questions. First question is, who or what is holding you back the most right now and how?
Who and what is holding me back the most right now?
And how?
Myself. How? Creating obstacles in my brain that aren't there. I don't feel like physically anybody's holding me back.
That works for me. How much stress are you under right now and what causes your stress?
Finance, That's what causes my stress. And what am I? Wait. Finance and what was the question again?
How much stress are you under right now, and what is causing
Yeah,
the
it was
stress?
how much stress. What from 1 to 10?
Yeah.
7?
And because of finances and what else? Anything else?
That's about it.
Nope. Next question. What are 10 things that you're tolerating the most?
Jesus fuck, Jesus, are you serious?
Yeah.
Why 10? Why can't we like work our way to 10?
Because I would like to exhaust whatever you had programmed as the right answer to then get to the truthful answer. Okay?
God, man.
Sure?
All right,
Don't
what was the
question
question
me.
again?
Don't question me.
What was the question again?
I forgot now.
And that was some real Adolf Hitler shit that you just did there. You were like,
Oh,
yeah,
I was pointing in your
for
face.
real.
What are 10 things that you are tolerating the most?
That I'm tolerating the most?
Yes.
That I'm tolerating the most. That's the question?
Yep.
I mean, okay, but in what sense though? It's such a broad such a broad question.
Mhm. So you have freedom.
Okay. One of them, I'm tolerating my landlady.
That works.
Um, I am doing my best to tolerate the fact that things move at a certain speed that I don't have control over. I am tolerating the fact that
Do you understand what the question means?
guess.
I think you're being too literal. The question specifically means tolerating in the sense of like, if this was a couples type of counseling session and what are you tolerating the most? She says a sexless marriage. He says, I masturbate too much. I'm tolerating the justification of masturbation. Tolerating might be you eating junk food because it's closer. It doesn't all necessarily be negative. It just has a negative impact on you.
So I don't know how to answer the question.
Okay, so I'll give you an example. 10 things that I'm tolerating right now is my constant depression,
That
my
one.
my newfound no mine me my newfound anxiety. Tolerating the most right now. I'm comfortable, and I need to get to a place where I'm inspired and motivated. But I'm tolerating comfort. Tolerating um 10 things. I'm tolerating my own personal shit that's in my way. I'm tolerating isolation that I put myself in, and it's fine, but I'm tolerating it because maybe it'd be better if I wasn't. I'm tolerating not going as hard as I should in the gym, and I'm aware of it. Even though I'm consistent, I'm not going as hard as I should. I'm tolerating not eating enough. I guess when I get depressed, I stop eating like a protest, like kill me, I'm gonna die.
But those sound like things you want to achieve.
Like what?
So going to the gym more frequently, eating better.
Yes, but I'm tolerating going to the gym without doing my best. I'm tolerating eating food, but not at my best. I'm tolerating things that I'm doing, just going through the motions to say I did it, but I'm not doing it at its best. So I'm tolerating it. I'm not necessarily doing it to the best of its ability with integrity. There's no integrity with me going to the gym, even though I'm going to the gym.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
No.
Tolerating, like, because I go to the gym makes me feel okay about going to the gym. But the truth is, if I'm going to the gym, I should do it the way it's designed. So I'm tolerating keeping my promises, but I'm not doing it the way it's designed.
I guess in my brain, the word tolerance is such a such a different definition that I am associating it with things that I don't want to do but have to.
Okay. I'm asking you to change the definition. So, like, for example, the last time we spoke, the best part of you and why, you gave me 2 out of the 3 answers. The time before that, areas of foolishness and irresponsibility, you gave me 2 out of the 3. So I tolerated you answering the questions, kind of.
Okay.
Nothing's wrong. That's just an example. When we discussed your first question, what's holding you back? You said self-created obstacles. The second, so you're tolerating the obstacles you're creating for yourself, but they're there.
Okay.
The next one is how much stress and what is the causing it? You said finances. It's my question is, are you tolerating the self-inflicted finance struggle? Is that like a tolerance, or is it something you're actually working on? Because again, you said at the beginning, the first one was self-created obstacles. And then the last one is 10 things you're tolerating the most. Your landlady, life is faster than you can control it. You can just keep going and vomiting, but it's okay. 10 was designed to be a lot so you can exhaust bullshit. Next question, for the sake of just moving on, what about you makes your life work
Wait,
as
but
well as
we didn't even like. I feel like we kind of just skipped over that then.
we can get back to it. I just don't want to hold you there for no reason.
Okay, cool. Just remember, there is no time constraint.
But if the other parts, the other questions assist this answer, then I just want to allow you to have the full meal.
This is why you are the certified person and not me. I'm just a fat guy.
What about you makes your life work as well as it does?
What about me makes life
Makes
what?
your life work as well as it does.
My willingness to think that there's gonna be to making it to the other side and saying I did it.
Okay. That's the answer. One.
Pardon?
That's that one answer.
I I didn't know there was a multiple
No, I was just asking.
answer. Okay.
I was just asking. And what are the key people in your life and what do they provide for you? Who are the key people? Sorry.
Do I gotta say names?
No. The role they play.
Um, my mom's one of them. Yourself. Oh, what role they play too? I gotta say.
No. You already said the role is mom. But what is they and why? Like, who are the key people and what do they provide for you?
Okay. But then, all right. So my mom, she helps me. She's just there, in a sense. Not like she's helping me financially or anything like that. But of course, she's been my mom, so it's like she's, she kind of gets the pass on a lot of bullshit. Um, yourself, you help me have interesting conversations like this one, so that I can better learn about myself and where I'm at mentally. And then I could say my homegirl for my job, that she's always there, like if I need whatever, she'll be like, yo, I got you. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the times, just like little financial stuff, like, yo, I need $100 or whatever. But the willingness that she doesn't like ask, like, where's the money for? Blah blah. When am I gonna get it back? Blah, blah, blah. So it's like that's definitely a very helpful thing.
Nothing for negatives. Those are all positives, which is good. But there's nothing like for me. My answer would be my mother and father because of the obstacles they presented that present themselves as a grown up because of whatever parenting they had. It could go a lot of different ways. So you want to keep it to just positive?
I mean, I definitely when it comes towards that, and it has to be like towards my mom. I mean, I don't really have. I don't have. I mean, I'm starting to perceive that when people are doing things wrong, they're also teaching you a lesson, and that is what not to do and how to better conduct yourself.
May I provide some coaching on that?
Well, sure, man. That's what you're here for, buddy.
I would request that you see things as when people say things that don't work for them. See if what she's saying is right or wrong, whatever. Sometimes what you're saying, it doesn't work for them, and you won't let it work for you, but it isn't about right or wrong. It's bigger than that. You can have empathy for somebody who does things incorrectly because that works for them. Does that make sense? Kind of like a pimp in a whole relationship. It works for them to have this concept of protection and safety and leadership, even though he beats them and takes from them and blah, blah, blah. But it
Okay.
works for them. You know what I mean? Like, so just asking in that perspective. Ready? Next question.
Sure.
Is your life one of your own choosing?
Yeah, I feel like it is. Yes. I'm sure that I'm being driven like everybody else, part of the masses, but yes, I am under the illusion or the premise that I am in control. When I
You're not doing
recently saw a YouTube video that we don't have free will. We just think we do.
I disagree. I believe we do have free will.
I'm gonna share that information with you so you can see
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Society might take away free will, but we all have free will, in my opinion.
But in a sense, if I make it so that I block off exits from you and I only leave one, do you really have free will?
Give me an example.
The only other free will it would be instead of walking out through the exit that I left open for you and I close the rest of them, right? Making you think that that's the only way out. The only other free will aspect is that, like, let's say you're in a burning building, right? And I close off 2 out of the 3 exits, right? I allow you to go out through that exit thinking that you have in a sense is the whatever that you have free will, but the only free will is if you stay in the building and burn down with it.
Correct. But that's still free will.
I get that, but you're ending your life, so yeah. Most people aren't gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking do that.
But you still have free will.
Again, understanding the fact that is what free will is then.
Right. The option, not necessarily the decision to do it.
Okay, there you go. Because again, 9 of 10 people are gonna most likely take the exit out. You know what I'm saying? Where again, you think you have free will, but you were just things are designed around you so you can go and take that answer. The likelihood of you picking that option is just gonna raise as much as it possibly can so that you can pick that. But the whole time making you think that you were the one who chose it.
Back in the days during the Vietnam War, they had a protest go on.
You there?
Huh?
Were you there?
My father was.
Okay.
So they had people protest the Vietnam War by setting themselves on fire and burnt to a crisp. And they stood there and the police watched and they did nothing to it and they burned to ashes. So that free will to stand is possible.
Okay.
It is your part. Okay. In your life, is your life on an upward or downward trend?
What do you mean by that?
Is it going the way you want it to, where you consistently progress and go up, or is it not going the way you want it to and it's going downhill?
I feel like I have a lot of mental barriers that I create for myself.
So that means downward or upward?
I mean, I'm slowly inching up, but
That's
it's just the biggest battle is learning how to cope with my thoughts and making clear decisions.
So are you feeling like you're making clearer decisions and becoming clear with your thoughts so that it's considered up? Or do you still battle with it on a day-to-day perspective where it's going up and down?
I definitely battle with it on a day-to-day perspective. Some days are better than others. Like yesterday I went to the gym in the evening. I was pretty happy with what occurred. I got there weren't that many people. I left there with a positive perspective and ready to come back, like, my following day for the gym. So, but those are certain actions that can just, help heighten that. But then there's other things, like then I'll get a text from my landlady talking about, I'm going to have to raise whatever I'm charging. And it's like, dude, what do you mean? I'm already paying you a shitload of money. Like, and then that kind of annoys me. But then I've also learned that she just she enjoys to vent, like for some odd reason. And I just kind of got to be like, yeah, sure. Whatever you say. Just so she could kind of like get it out. And then because I've told her plenty of times, like, yo, let's talk about it. I want to sit down and talk to you. What's up? And then she'll be like, no, but my sister's here or whatever. And it's like, you see, you're just creating excuses for now to have a actual conversation about this. You just want to hear yourself. I don't necessarily say complain, but like, just know that you said that.
Is that enough to take you out the gym when the gym gives you such positive energy?
No, it irks me a little bit. Well, let's say I'm at the gym and I was to get a text there or whatever. Now, I'm not getting a text normally like when I'm at the gym, but just like if I was to get a text while I'm in the scenario, it would just like annoy me a bit. But then I come back to the realization of like, she's just doing this just to be, this is like just part of her programming and shit.
Yep. What about your day do you like the most?
What do I like about the day? What I like the most about my day? being able to wake up and know that I have another chance to keep going forward. My cats, thinking about what I'm gonna make for lunch and dinner. And yeah, those are really, yeah. Because everything else is kind of like ways with depending on what's happening during the day.
You make lunch and dinner for your cats and yourself?
No, they get Hill Science, which is not cheap, but that's what they get. And I am now currently trying to make better choices on what I purchase, even though unfortunately the organic label is just being thrown around everywhere. But
Yeah.
I am purchasing better meat products. So I'm definitely going for the organic tag.
For sure. I read an article yesterday that said the way you treat your pets is the way you were raised.
I don't know.
Do you treat your pets the way mom raised you?
Do I?
I thought that was big. I was like, damn, I gotta be nicer to Fancy.
But it don't sound like you were that people treated you that nice when you were growing
Right.
up.
So I try to love Fancy. I thought I loved Fancy, but then if when I heard that analogy, I was like, damn, she's right. I mean, that's true. Because if she's not where I want her to sit, I bitch at her. If she's not doing like she barks at a neighbor next door, that's her job. But I'll be like, shut the fuck up, and I'll just put her in her place. That's my mother used to do that to me.
I mean, I don't feel like I do that with the cats,
Good shit.
unless they're doing stupid shit, or if they're doing stuff to like press my buttons. Because my male cat, he does stuff to he like intentionally, like he'll claw at certain things that he knows I don't like. That's mainly what he's doing now. Before it used to be like jumping on top of the computer, right? It used to like annoy the hell out of me, and he knows that, So because whenever he would do it, I would have to assert like immediately, because if I don't show that something's wrong, then he won't create that association. So, but nah, I mean, I'm definitely treating my cats like how I would like to have been treated, I guess.
That's dope.
I guess.
That's dope. Because you
I mean,
get them.
I definitely care like a motherfucker about my cats. Like, if I got the money and something's got to be done, just take my money. Like, hurry up, make sure that they're good, and then that's it.
Good shit. So you buy them good food, and you just started buying yourself good food.
Yeah. What I would really love to do is, uh, not because I was giving them really shitty food. That's what it was.
When you first got them, you were feeding them live raw food.
Yeah, that's the thing. But then unfortunately, there is the premise of like getting certain illnesses that you might not be aware of. So you actually like, but again, this is just me learning, etc. Yeah, they were on the raw diet, but then they got picky too, because the whole raw diet, I had to constantly I had to like meal prep their stuff, and it would become difficult sometimes too, because just meal prepping stuff for them or whatever, it became a hassle. So then I started going to like the canned food, because I started doing research, and the the whole blah, 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 the whole dry food is not good for them, period. So wet food is better. But then I recently, when I had taken them the last time I took them to the vet had mentioned the hills, the hill signs, which they're like little cans, which I feel like they're actually a good portion too, so that you're not giving them like one gigantic can and shit, like how the Friskies does. But I don't, I don't want to get like too far away from what we're talking about. But yeah, I definitely making better choices on what I eat, and I'm trying to put in my body.
Good shit. What about your day do you like the least?
Uh, what do I like least about my day? The times I spend by myself in my room, which I gotta start slowly learning how to cope cope with that. Just enjoy the fact that I can do this. Enjoy the fact that not surrounded by like 8 different people. But again, it all depends on your perspective, you know, because from me, you know, not getting that much attention or the attention that I feel like I should be getting, I feel like I'm isolated. But for someone who has a child or 3 kids or whatever, they're constantly being bombarded by attention. So it's not going to be something that you want.
Fair enough. What about today? You like a long time, okay? Working on. I'm taking notes. Sorry. Last question. What else, if anything, do you feel is important to accomplish in order for your life to be fulfilled and complete?
Repeat that, please.
What else, if anything, I'm not saying that there is, do you feel is important to accomplish in order for your life to feel fulfilled and complete?
Win the lottery,
That is the new American dream.
which I don't play the lottery, so that's never going to fucking happen. Getting a better opportunity, landing a better gig so that I can obtain the financial means that I'm looking for, so that this can then help fuel everything else I want to do.
So how would, if you were consistent at the gym, would that provide some more fulfillment and completion in your life?
I feel like it would.
And if you consistently eat better and start to see results from eating better, would that provide you with some fulfillment and completion in your life?
Sure.
Just a reminder not to only be about what is not there, just to make those little steps that might be able to help with the fulfillment aspect.
I get it. I'm just looking at it more from a grander perspective, because then if I was to get the financial means that I need, then the organic food is always going to be there.
Right. Maybe, yeah.
Able to go to the gym. Me being able to go to the gym is always going to be there, because I'll have more time to. I'll have more time. I'll have more freedom to be able to do what I want when I want, as opposed to like having to do what I need to do in order to reach the goals that I want today.
Okay. How do those questions feel, sir?
Is that it?
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
The first questions I asked you last week
The
was
last
about,
week felt like it was super long. Like,
listen to why. The first week was because it was asking you about your history, so you had a lot to share. Right. The second week is about you. So we're not sure yet what that is. So the first one was about your life. The second one, the first one was about you overall. The second one was about your life and those like minute to minute things. And since there's a lot of things you don't know yet, you're still working on, those are harder to answer. So just to go over the questions to see if something different sparked. What's holding you back the most right now? You said yourself, in the sense of like you're your own worst enemy and you create obstacles. Would there be something more that's holding you back in your life? From the little bit of conversation that we've had, allowing yourself to be happy, allowing to see the little things, that type of thing.
yeah, definitely. It all depends on my state of mind and how I'm perceiving the day and the scenario on that day.
So is it based on those perceptions? So your mind is in charge, not you.
Pardon?
Is it based on those perceptions, meaning your mind is in charge, not you?
How is my mind in charge, not me? Isn't my mind me? So I would then ultimately be in charge?
No, sir. If you remember any of our conversations pertaining to that voice inside your head, that voice inside your head is not in fact you. That voice inside your head is why things are complicated and stay complicated, because it only regurgitates answers from the past that put you in the predicament that you're in. The voice inside your head is only a product of your conditioning. It's only a product of your history, your past. If you want new things to come to fruition in your life, you choose new things. Your brain's it's kind of like when you decide to go faithful, when you decide to get sober. For some reason, when you decide to go sober, the universe presents you with a bunch of reasons to get high. Everybody wants to light you up. Everybody wants to bring it to you. And your decision to stay sober has to be bigger than what comes up in your mind. Same thing with cheating. You decide to be faithful to your wife. You come clean to her. You tell on yourself. She forgives you. And everybody wants to start throwing pussy at you. And your decision to be able to be more than what comes up is the hard part. What comes up naturally is a product of the past, so you're going to repeat the same patterns, which is why some people believe you never change and some people believe you do. Some people understand that voice inside your head is not, that voice inside your head that right now, as I'm speaking, is saying, what the fuck is he talking about, is not your genuine point of view. That is just a product of your past that keeps you safe.
Okay.
So the little things inside the voice inside your head is what controls, no problem, but we get to work on it by discussing it and making decisions, seeing what your brain is saying about. Wait 1 second. Only my wife is doing. Hi, babe. You going to the doctors already?
Huh?
You going to the doctors?
Yeah, why are you ignoring me?
I'm not. I was in the middle of a podcast.
With that?
Yep.
With Victorious?
We're victorious. Both of y'all can't see each other.
Y'all niggas gonna be talking shit about Kamala and her pussy.
We don't say the N-word no more. We're grown up now.
And we don't talk about Kamala's pussy.
We don't talk about Kamala.
Sometimes.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I love you.
I love you too, babe. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. All right. So that was the first question. Going over. Second question: how much stress? Specifically, how much stress are you under right now, and what is causing the stress? You put finances only. That stays like that?
Everything else is just more obstacles that I'm just putting on my brain.
Well, the reason why I'm asking that question is because if you were managing your money correctly, would you have the same finances challenges that you have today?
I don't know.
Yes.
No.
So is finances your stress, or the way you manage your finances? Got it. Not just finances. Period. The way you manage them. Got it. Just to be more specific. All right. What are 10 things that you're tolerating the most?
Hold that. 10 things you talk. Hold that. I'm gonna end this one, and I'm gonna start the other one.
What the fuck that meant? I was like,
I'm gonna start the other one.
if you move, whoever moves first is gay. That's what it felt like.
All right, bet. I'm gonna start the other one.
All right. I had to make you group leader. All right. The question that we were on is: are you gonna update 10 things that you're tolerating the most?
We're gonna update it.
Yeah, you want to add more, or you leave it the way it is?
And what was it again? 10 things that I'm tolerate the most.
Yep. Like another one for me is I'm always negative. I'm tolerating that because I could change it to positive. I got to change that. I've been working on that this week.
Okay, so I'm kind of now better starting to understand what the question is, as opposed to
The literal sense, yeah.
yeah. All right. So then I would have to say I'm tolerating the fact that, again, things are out of my control. Tolerating the things that are in my control. That are in my control. Tolerating sugar. I know I need to stop messing with it, but I love it. What else? Tolerating that I'm constantly thinking about money. And also tolerating the fact that I don't go out, even though I would like to. But just like I'm kind of already too grown to be doing the dumb shit. Like being outside at 4 a.m. pointlessly, it's just not for me. Like unless I'm having the event and I'm doing the event and I'm doing all the running around and I'm making sure that everybody's good. I'm making sure that, you know, the DJ's on time, etc. Blah blah. Then yeah, I'm not doing that shit. I'd rather stay home.
That's it? You good?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. So
That's fine. That's fine. What about you makes life work as well as it does? You want to add anything to it? You put your willingness to try new things. You just danced and yawned.
yeah.
I look up and you're doing this.
Yeah, I think that I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
that's fine. Leave it there. What about you makes life work as well as it does? Your willingness to try. Okay. What? Who are the key people, and what do they provide for you? Mom and you, me and your homegirl from work. And then anybody else you want to add? You good? Positive and negative? Anybody that comes up?
I mean, those are the people that I speak to more on a regular basis.
Okay.
I mean, there's other people that I speak to. Lisa's like one of them, you know, here and there. Ralph, he's also one of them. And yeah.
Who's Ralph, my man?
Huh?
Who's Ralph, my man?
No, Ralph is one of the homies and shit. You've met him before. He almost kind of looks like Drake in a way, like Drake's albino cousin or some shit.
Gotcha. Is your life your own choosing? You said, yup. Is your life upward or downward trend? You said, I'm slowly going up and down. It depends on the day because my brain is in charge, not me. What about your day do you like the most? You said free time and you make up whatever you want to do. You get to be in progress if you choose to, and your cats. They give you a reason to kind of
And
wake
eat.
up and structure days and eat. And what about your life? Do you like the least? Alone time and working on you're working on that. You're working on being a good friend of yourself. And is there anything else? You said what else you're starting to feel fulfilled? You want to win the lotto and that would help you feel fulfilled, but that was a joke. Ha ha ha. The next one was just finding the better opportunities and growing. But you listed them specifically like opportunities, job, blah, blah, blah. But I think it's just growing. You'll find it.
Okay.
Cool. One thing from this discussion I would like to ask you is what about control? Or what does control mean to you?
What does control mean to me? When you have the ability to shift someone's when you have control is when you have the ability to do to get people or an object to do what you want them to do at your will.
What is your definition of integrity?
The things that you hold dear and will not shake for anyone.
Oh, so everybody has different sets of integrity.
Fuck yeah.
Oh. What's the definition of leadership?
When you're able to see things from a grander view and also make the people around you give people around you the assurance that you're going to get them to where they're supposed to go.
And what's your definition of power?
That's actually like that when we spoke about it the other day, it kind of like it resonated a bit more with me. But power is having control over your will, the things that you do.
Great. So I would like for you to practice this week the performance triangle versus exerting control. Okay? So the performance triangle, the foundation of it is integrity. Whatever you say yes to, doing it to death. Integrity doesn't have to do with things that you hold dear. Integrity has to do with the way it's designed. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay. No, it's really important. If it doesn't make sense, let me know.
Say it again.
Integrity has nothing to do with what you hold dear.
Okay.
Integrity has to do only with the way it's designed.
Whatever that means.
A chair has integrity because you sit on it 100% of the time and it works as a
Okay,
chair.
okay.
Your word has integrity because whenever you say yes, no matter who you, it's kind of like for me, I'm weird. So like, if you ask me to buy you a blue pen, a black pen, and you tell me which store to go to, most people would come back from the store and say they didn't have your pen. Correct? I would hate that person. This took me a long time to figure out. I would absolutely despise that person, never click with that person, and shut down from that person ever again. Because my weird ass would have went to 10 stores, took 10 hours, came back way later like, I got your fucking pen, you bastard. But most people aren't like me. And then I had to learn that. I learned that from a child because I got in trouble if I brought the wrong things home. So by mistake, I had a great example of what integrity was, and I was forced into it. So I got to be able to use it to my benefit based on that example that I already had ingrained in me.
Okay.
So like integrity is just your ability to do it the way it's designed, better than expected, and the way you like the way your reputation would allow you to get it done.
Okay.
Okay. That's why I complained about the gym before. Because I'm going to the gym, but I'm not having integrity with the way it's supposed to be done. I'm just going. Even though I'm going, I can say to regular people, yeah, I'm going to the gym. But somebody who's been working out as much as I have for the same time as I have shows way better results. And I could either choose to bitch and moan at the lack of integrity I have or rise to the occasion.
Okay.
It's important because it feels horrible when you don't really own it as integrity. The next one is leadership. Leadership is the ability to get somebody to say yes to something because of the faith in you. Like you said, they see clearly. So a leader is somebody who can, I don't necessarily agree with it, but for you, I'm going to try my best. Bet. Then you're a leader.
Okay.
Not just that you see clearly, but you can get others to put the effort for what your vision is. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So like when you don't want to go to the gym, not having leadership allows you not to go. Allowing your landlady to call you and fuck up your mojo stops you from being a leader to yourself. And when you build a reputation for yourself and that voice inside your head doesn't believe in your leadership, it is very difficult for you to inspire yourself.
Okay.
So if you built a relationship where you say yes to things and then it turns out to be no, there's going to be no faith in who you are.
Okay.
So baby steps. That's really important to understand the conversation that you're having with yourself. And the last one, power is control over your will, is 100% correct. But I need you to understand it in a million different languages so that it works for you. And you can never give away your power to that annoying landlady when she's annoying.
Okay.
And that annoying whatever. But the point is, yes, it is controlling of your will because we started this conversation saying people don't have free will.
Correct.
But you do if you're going to take back your power.
Okay.
That's important to understand because what allows people to feel like failures and what allows people to be successful is just correcting the way they perform. So we've created this performance triangle to have a bottom foundation. Triangles are the most strongest shape in the world. They're the only ones that are utilized the way they are because you can't break them. So triangle is used in this format because the foundation is integrity. One side is leadership. The other side is power. Wherever you fail on one of these three sides is why failure came up as a conversation and you were frustrated and you lost your authority.
Okay.
So if we go back over the questions, what's holding you back? Using the performance triangle and wherever there's a lack of might be helpful when you're choosing the beginning of your day.
All right.
So there is nothing holding you back. You just have the freedom of this moment forward, not the past. Saying it was hard yesterday, so take it easy on yourself today. And then the same thing with the second question. What's the biggest thing you have to overcome? In this moment, it might not exist because you're choosing to have integrity to your decision. And then when you're losing motivation and there's nobody around, that's when it becomes difficult when it's the biggest thing you had to overcome was not wanting to and still doing it anyway.
Okay.
Then the next one is how strong or powerful or healthy is your past personal. Oh, that's a different question, sorry. But it's really important to understand the beginning parts without the performance triangle and then the ending, how these answers come up. The first time we spoke last week was just for me to get to understand how to talk to you. This one is you talking to yourself and me using the performance triangle to get to a bigger place. And then from this point forward, all we're doing is sharpening the saw. You know what that expression means? Sharpening the saw.
The saw or the sword?
The saw.
No.
SAW. Sharpening the saw is an expression used by the guy who created Seven Habits of Successful People.
Okay.
He talks about it in his books. I'm sure it came before him, but it's if you have two people who are chopping down a tree with a saw, the person who stops to sharpen the saw while the other guy's busting his ass to still saw, he looks like he's doing more work. But the guy who's sharpening the saw, when he puts the shit back on the tree to cut, is cutting faster because he spent the time that felt different to sharpen the saw.
Yeah.
But most people would flip. Why are you stopping? Why are you stopping?
Just keep going.
Right. So sharpening the saw is a perspective to get back to it. Doesn't mean stop or quit. It just means take a break and get back to it.
Okay.
Cool. Any questions, sir?
No, not currently. I'm still just trying to digest this information.
If there's something you're processing, process out loud.
No, I mean, there's nothing specifically right now that I can say that
It was the same amount of questions.
I feel like things of this nature too also do take a bit of time for them to just click. It might be in the middle of a workout or something, or it might be while you're taking a shower, and then it's just like, boom, eureka! Now I understand where this is coming from.
Yeah, I call those aha moments.
Aha.
This is about the stuff the performance triangle normally takes a weekend plus a day for people to absorb. And they spend 450 the first day, 670 the second day, 350, 350 to just understand the performance triangle.
Okay.
And then from there is the next program. But that's one of the things that you go over in one of my old coaching programs.
Well,
So
what I would like us, it would be nice if we were to be able to talk on that sense of like what we would want to do for the future after we're done with the questions that you've asked, so that we can also share that information with everyone else, so that for anybody who does watch this, they can have something to anticipate.
Sure. I would love to create digital books that allow in real conversation tone.
Are we done with the questions though?
Yeah, I'm done with these questions because I had a set agenda. The first day we asked these questions, I had about half the amount of questions. And it lasted longer because we already get to discuss what already happened. The second set of questions was me understanding who you are and where the challenges are going to come up, depending on how the challenges presented themselves in the questions. And then from this point forward, I have other questions, but my other questions are just to kind of like put you back on track without any make wrong.
Without any what?
Make wrong.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So this gave me the platform to understand when you're full of shit. To yourself, not me. You're not disrespecting me. But when because a lot of people, let's say they wake up and they didn't sleep good and they have a bunch of reasons why they're not going to the gym, they'll really get good at explaining why they didn't go to the gym.
Yeah, I mean, like with a lot of things.
Yeah, no, not me. I'll own it as what it is because of all the years of working, not because anything's different between us. And then if you can hear me from my lack of integrity, it might be able to provide me with the space to put back that integrity to go back to that work. And same with you, vice versa. But gently, responsibly, because remember, the first time we spoke, the best way to coach me is to be honest, consistent.
The first time. Is that the first time?
The first time we asked questions. Not the first time.
No. I believe that was the second episode.
Whatever. That last time. So what motivates you is being happy, being self-sufficient, and providing for loved ones. So I can only speak in those ways when I'm correcting you.
Yes. Very good.
Huh?
Very good.
Sometimes you might need to get told to shut the fuck up, but I have to find these 3 ways to get you to understand that. Without saying shut the fuck up, because I have to be responsible to not being mean. That doesn't serve anybody and that has no power, even though it feels stronger. I have to speak to your listening. I can't expect you to hear me.
Okay.
3 biggest concerns in your life: dying alone, never missing potential, not knowing right, wrong. Great. We're not going to do right or wrong. We're going to do what works and what don't work. And I'm not going to judge whatever you find to be working. You just have to defend your decision to make this work. Did it work? No. So help me understand your decision. Well, I'm just saying, I wasn't feeling good because whatever the fuck comes up, we fine with it just coming up with no make wrong, and I'm going to have a happy perspective. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to just try to motivate you based on how you said it works for you.
Okay.
So I'm gonna create an ebook that allows people to read in like regular conversation tone, different points of views that are helpful. So you're not reading like Daniel Goleman and the concepts of emotional intelligence.
What about for the people that a lot of people are now gravitating towards a lot of people are now gravitating towards audiobooks.
Yeah, that works too. I would love an audiobook. But at first it comes out, it starts with an ebook and then it grows into an audiobook. But I don't know I would like to do videos where you're getting a 30-minute video based on a meditative perspective before you start conversation. I would love to do it in the way that I've done it in the past. But those people in the past paid a lot of money to get my expertise, so they challenged everything I said by doing it.
See, that's why I want us to create a trajectory on the fact that you went and you placed, you went, you got the studying, you paid X, Y amount so that you could get the skill set, etc. Right now,
Yeah.
it's like finding a way where that trickles back down to making content of this nature to then be able to like help fund all that stuff.
Right, and that's my point. We're saying the same thing from different points of views. All I'm saying is, from my experience, high-end ticket items are what provoke change. Low-end ticket items provoke conversation and a lot of challenges.
Well, yeah, that makes sense because if you're paying XY amount for, like, let's say if you were paying $150 for a pizza pie, you're really gonna make sure that you get home and it's whatever and blah blah. But if you pay $15, you're like, oh shit, it fell. You might be a little upset, but you're like, eh. But you're gonna be really fucking upset if the $150 pie falls on the floor.
That's 100% true. I remember one time I went to a Buddhist retreat that was 7 days. In those 7 days, we meditated for 7 days, 24 hours a day. That was the hardest thing I have ever done in my entire. I'd rather get beat up and shot. What was interesting is when your mind wandered, the leader knew and hit you with a stick. There was like 10 times that I swear to God, he was beating me up. He was like, wah, 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 wah. And I had to deal with all that and get back to a place of peace. But it was the most profound learning I've ever done in my life.
Okay.
And it helped the beginning of who I am today. It helped me get past being a junkie son to be a scholarly blah 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 blah.
I think it would be dope if we both engaged in the future on microdosing.
Works for me. And then videotape it. Let's do it.
No, I'm talking about like kind of creating a journal because I feel that
I'll
mushrooms microdosing helps a lot with like. It should be implemented more into coaching.
It's a new therapeutic modality.
We can't say the T word.
You're not listening to the whole sentence. I understand it's the T word. It might have triggered you. I apologize. But I would look into it. I'm going to look into it because it is a new therapeutic modality that therapists are using. And in my past life, I served as a psychotherapist, and it could be very, very helpful. So I'm going to take it on and get certified.
When you say past life, you're not referring to like you're reincarnated, right? You're just talking about your old job.
Not a job. I've never really. Okay. When I first graduated,
and you say in past life, it almost sounds like you were saying, "Oh, and before I'm in this vessel, I was."
No, which I do believe. That's fine. I meant when I was in private practice versus an employee. When I was in private practice, these are the lessons that I came about because of my own personal involvement. When I was an employee, the boss had to have the involvement and then tell me what to do. Two different lives.
Okay.
So I don't remember the point, but there was a point in my past life. What was the point?
No, I was just asking to clarify. You're not referring to it on a spiritual level. You're actually referring to jobs that you've had in the past.
Right. And I do believe in the spiritual version of it, but that's not what I was talking about. Ketamine ketamine and shrooms are a new modality in psychotherapy that provoke
fungi.
Shrooms.
The term shrooms.
The street.
Yes, and it also reference just to the psychedelic aspect.
Yes.
And then also that, which is what creates the association that people have now taken into place where like you speak about fungi or mushrooms or you say the word shrooms and immediately people are triggered to think that like, oh, I'm going to be seeing little green men and stuff like that. Which in a way it's deterring the actual message of what fungi really, the benefits and just the overall amazing qualities of these organisms provide for us.
But that doesn't. I don't care what people think. I'm googling to see if you're correct.
Well, I feel very strongly about this stuff, so I'm gonna definitely I'm gonna correct you.
No, I don't care. I'm not shaken by your correction. I'm shaken by my comfort in saying shrooms versus the other way. Shrooms versus
Because
fungi.
all right, look at the term dreadlocks. The term dreadlocks, right? Are
No, don't say
are
it.
you aware of it?
Yes.
What do you know?
The dreadful locks of the slave.
Correctamundo. But we now, even the black culture, people that wear it, right,
Right.
are not aware of where this word is coming from, and usually uses it in such a free level that they see nothing wrong with it. But you are continuing to then basically step on that without knowing it. So by then, also again, by saying the shrooms, you're doing the same thing.
Yes, but in my world, the psychedelic aspects of the fungi is what is therapeutic. And in my world, the certification comes from shrooms. We're not talking about the get high at the rave, which is the same exact drug. It's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is, for me to get certified in shrooms, it has nothing to do with the negative connotation with shrooms.
Well, technically, it wouldn't even be shrooms. It would be psilocybin.
Psilocybin is just an ingredient. It would be shrooms.
Psilocybin is a compound in which you get those euphoric emotions.
Yeah, but those are ingredients. You can't call it.
Mycelium is the fungi.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
The psyllium mushrooms, there's a bunch of different types of fungi.
Mycelium is another word for fungi, for mushrooms. Mushrooms, fun fact, are the actual fruit of the mycelium.
Wait, you're saying that we're off, so it's throwing me off. Cilius.
Mushrooms are basically the apple of the like, you have a tree, which is the mycelium, right?
Mycelium? I don't see that anywhere.
Mycelium.
All right, say it nasty. I don't see it here. That's all.
Okay, mycelium is basically the trunk and the fucking leaves of the apple tree, right?
Right.
The mushrooms are the fruit of the mycelium.
Yeah, I don't know. A formal group of fungi that contains psilocybin.
Psilocybin is that, when the way you could tell mushrooms have psilocybin is they kind of have a blood, like a blue blood.
Yeah, whatever. Blah blah blah.
And then that is where the psilocybin was causing for you to get those trippy, euphoric like sensations in your body.
Right, but it only turns into psilocin when you ingest it.
Psilocybin.
There's no vin. It's just psilocin.
It's that I'm telling you, because what the I've been
Psilocin.
Look right here. Look.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not talking about food. I'm talking about the shit that has the psychedelic aspects to it. That's
correct. It's called psilocybin.
It's not. It's not called psilocybin. It's called psilocybin. Is the yes? Those are a brand of mushroom, like portobello mushrooms and like those.
No.
Okay, yeah, it is. Psilocybin mushrooms, commonly known as magic mushrooms or shrooms, are a psychedelic in.
Where are you looking this up at? Where are you looking this up at?
Nowhere, bro. And my certification process is explaining what the fucking drug is. So it's explaining all the fungi.
Hold on a second.
Wait a minute. No.
Your shit is wrong. Your shit is wrong.
Out of all the fungi to use, what is therapeutically appropriate is this. Not the rest of them that have the other nutritional values. The psilocybin mushroom is the specific mushroom that works in this world. Yes? Like portobello's work in that recipe?
Psilocybin is the compound, right? Again, so whatever the study that they gave you at your job or whatever, they're fucking wrong.
No, they're not. The one that we use in the no, we're not. The ones that we use in the therapeutic process are the psilocybin. Are there any other mushrooms? Wait. Are there any other mushrooms that are not psilocybin?
Psilocybin is the compound in the mushroom, not the mushroom itself, not the strain.
Listen to my question. Are there?
I'm trying to tell you, because you're what I'm trying to tell you is that the strain, for example, right? You have penis envy. penis envy is an actual mushroom. You
Okay.
even have albino penis envy. But hold on.
I'm talking about those.
You have which is called ape. They call them ape, right? And they call them ape because that is a abbreviation of penis envy mushroom, right?
That's racist.
Whatever. So with that being said, psilocybin is the compound in the mushroom, and not all mushrooms, that gives you the it's not the type of mushroom it is, no. Because again, you have apes, you have the whatever, you have the penis envy, which is the strain, but the compound in it is psilocybin that is causing you to get the trippy euphoric feeling.
Yep. And then biological.
Psilocybin, it is not a type of mushroom, no.
I didn't say it was. I asked.
Ooh, good thing we're
I asked
recording
you a
this.
question.
Good thing we're
I
recording
didn't
this.
say
'cause I'm
it.
gonna
I
rewind
said
this shit.
I might have said it is because it says biological generalization contains psilocybin mushrooms, including, and the different types of psilocybin mushrooms are psilocybe. What you said? Psilocybe,
Psilocybin.
paniolus, inocubi, plateus.
Where are you reading this though? Where are you, like, from your stuff, like from therapy stuff?
Yes.
Okay. You know what you should use is a really good tool. It's called Perplexity.
No, I want you to listen to what I'm saying. The point is, I only said I would like to focus on getting certified and using psychedelics. How? How do we only have 10 minutes? We just got to grow up and get the regular one and stop being cheap.
But I'm gonna still keep being cheap for a little while.
Me too. I didn't mean I wasn't going to stop.
Until we get like at least 100 subscribers, I'm still gonna be cheap.
Fair enough. So, yes. So I'm going to look into certification on that. I think that would be dope. I want to do ASMR too, where you fucking move something as somebody speaks, and the fact that they have to follow your hand creates change and cathartic energy in your brain. I want to look into this too. Cool. Sorry. I didn't mean to take up time with arguing with y'all.
Oh, no. I mean, like, we had already finished with the questions, so we were just talking on a different topic. And again, it's the whole ascending. When we're going up in the conversation, we're cruising, or we're having the conversation. And then the ascending is when we're talking about something else.
I want to apologize for saying that inappropriate shit about Kamala Harris, because I was only reading articles and regurgitating.
My guy, what the hell?
I wanted that on recording, so my family can see it and be like, "Why you said that?" That's all. Have a good day. Sometimes you have to correct yourself.
All right, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't say the N-word once today.
I feel like if somebody then was to then press you about it, then that's where the scenario will then open itself up for you to be like, I messed up. I'm sorry.
I didn't mess up. I just had an opinion that wasn't my
Then
opinion.
why do you feel like you needed to even like utter those words right now?
It's a choice I made.
Because you feel like you messed up.
I didn't feel like I messed up. I felt like it was inappropriate and I could do better.
Kamala Harris is pussy.
I don't know if she's pussy.
Has been toed up from what you said.
I didn't say she was pussy.
And if it hasn't, hey, listen, I'm a regular person.
That's not what I said.
What I said was,
they're saying about her that she slept her way to the top, but I don't have enough facts to be able to say that.
Good for her. Good for her. If she did, hey, man, listen, you use your pussy power to the fullest. Like,
would you if you was a female?
To you.
Would you do that if you was a female? Yes.
Probably.
Why are you making believe it took thought?
I don't know. I'm not a female, so I don't know. My emotions probably been more elsewhere. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't have a vagina, so I can't even fathom where my mind would be in that scenario.
Did you ever see the logo of Levi's?
Yeah, I know the logo. Yeah.
Did you know that back in the days when a slave got too powerful, where the slave master was scared of them, like too physically big, they would tie one arm to one horse and another arm to another horse and then smack the horses so that everybody watched the person get split in half? That's still the logo for Levi. Fucked my head up when I saw that.
Are you referring to a little red tag?
The tag on the jeans.
I'm gonna have to look that up and then use it.
Son, blew my bro. I was like, what? They never changed it. Isn't that crazy?
Look it up real quick. We still got 7 minutes left before we gotta end this. But I guess basically we're pretty much done.
Yeah. Unless you have questions. And as we move forward, right now it's just you absorbing information. And as we move, you're gonna remember these questions. I'll be reminding you as we go along.
This is the great part about recording this stuff. This is why this is awesome, because we're recording it. I can just watch it again.
Son.
I'm more used to the little red tag.
I know, but that's the shit on the jeans. On every set of jeans.
I mean, I haven't bought fucking Levi's in forever, so
Isn't that amazing though? I was like, oh.
just goes to show how America was built on.
Do you know where they have a barrel full of laughs? You know where that comes from?
I don't even want to know, some fucking disgusting racial thing.
Black people had to be in barrels to watch Broadway plays. They weren't allowed inside the Broadway plays. So if you hear them chuckling, it's like a barrel of laughter over there because you don't see the people. Fuck my head up like, oh shit. Horrible.
Yeah, Francie's going to town on her ass right now. That's the fucking great part. Like,
and I hear it like in my ear.
Luckily she wasn't licking her asshole. But all right, cool. So guys, thank you for joining us. Again, the group, please like, subscribe. By liking this video, you help us get the algorithm to push it to other people so that they can then subscribe, etc. Any last words before we go?
Yeah, when I said that whoever moves first is gay, you danced. I'm still stuck with the image in my head.
We'll talk about that later down the fucking line about that shit, you know? Also, too,
wow.
You don't have to say no homo.
I know. I didn't say no homo.
Not today, but just in general.
No homo in the past?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
No, I don't.
Yes, you fucking do.
I'm grown. I probably say it as a joke. I apologize.
The funniest thing I've heard about that specific, not from you, but I heard from someone whom, wait, was it me? Or was it, I recall it was this dude, right? No. I was in the train. I'm tripping. I gotta stop smoking so much weed. I was in the train, right? I'm on my headphones or whatever. Boom, guy walks in, pretty girl sitting there. He walks in and he's kind of got like that whole, like, I just did a bid, which is fucked up, but you can kind of tell. And then he goes and he looks at Shorty and he goes, yo, how you doing? And then he goes, hey, no homo. You look real nice. My boy, you talking to a woman, like, how is that homo?
Like he's not being pussy. He's gangster.
I guess, just such a fucking programming in your brain and shit. Man, Fancy, thank you for joining us. All right, cool.
They will.
Till next time.
Yes, sir.